gets better. Say that it gets better. O-P-S, I'm O-P-S, I'm gay-ish.
Hello, everyone in the podcast universe. This is Gayish.
The podcast that wants to put the gravy in your biscuits.
Just right in there. Just blast that
For
gravy.
Everyone to eat.
I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
And we're here to bridge the gap between sexuality and actuality. And today
We're going to talk about turkey.
That's my best turkey impression.
Sorry,
I can't
Mike
do it.
is currently having a stroke. That's the sound of me just going to town on a dick.
But first...
Yeah? Oh, I was waiting for you to rate my turkey performance.
Oh, well, I could rape your turkey performance.
Do that. It's already dead. You can. That's not the stuffing they're talking about.
I'm
Mike.
in a mood and I'm not tired. I'm not sorry. Sorry and tired are apparently the same thing in my world.
Well, I mean, once you get tired enough, you're just like, oh, fine, sorry, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but first,
corrections. Okay. I'm pretty sure Freddie Mercury's nanny did not diddle him.
I mean, we don't know that for sure. We just know that song.
He did not write Fat Bottom Girls.
Yeah.
So while that song is clearly fucked up and disturbing, it is not Freddie Mercury's song.
Yeah. I read something, vague information that I can give to you. I read something that said Queen is the only rock band where all four members wrote songs that ended up being good, or in a way that they earned something good.
Even the Beatles didn't do that?
You know what? The Beatles, they've been trying real hard. I think at this point, it's kind of over for them.
Two of them are dead.
Yeah, that really puts a hindrance in your... Oh, no. Okay, it was each member wrote a song that earned a number one spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
I'm still surprised that the Beatles don't count, but we'll do a correction about this next week.
Sure, probably. I read something on Reddit, and now I'm saying it to you. Do you think instead of doing our podcast, we could just reread it for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would listen to me read Reddit.
Reddit. Find me interesting information. That's how I search for things. I say dear the website. It's just nice. Anyway, wait.
It's even funnier when you do your miming of typing when you're actually at a computer.
Typing. My mime of typing is you just put your hands in a curved shape, good computer stance,
like a T-Rex,
and then you just go up and down as if you're just pulling the strings on a marionette. That's the mime for typing. I thought that was universal mime for typing, but everyone points that out.
I mean, I move my fingers when I do
too much. Nope.
It's too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's playing a keyboard.
Do you have any other corrections?
No, I'm perfect.
Okay. Do you have anything to add at the top of the show here before I do news? Do you want me to do news first?
Other than my brilliant, insightful comments about Queen?
Right.
Yes. No, that was it. That was all.
Like a listener mailbag or...
No, nope.
No? Okay,
Nope.
great.
Everyone just loves us and we're great. That's what they all said.
Okay.
Verbatim.
Okay. So today, right now, at this moment, is the Trans Day of Remembrance.
Oh, yeah.
So tomorrow, when this episode comes out and everyone listens to it, I hope you remembered to remember yesterday.
Yeah, it was that. And, just remember.
I mean, trans people are getting fucking murdered.
They are... I can try to put on my serious. I hate when at work people are like, put on your this hat. And I'm like, fuck you, I don't wear hats. Yes, trans people...
Put on your attractive face.
Put on your shut up hat. Trans people, especially trans people of color, female trans people, that sounded weird, but are in particularly murdered way more often than many populations. And it's this big cycle that we have in our country that discriminates against them, doesn't let them get the ID that they need to get a job, that forces them to do other jobs like sex work, that puts them in, it's this whole fucked up system that we have. who am I to like feel shitty about it? But like, it's just like really painful to hear about the people in our community that have to face that. So trans people, they deal with so much, like they just going out the door and being themselves is an amazing act. So I hope that any trans people listening give themselves credit for all the things that they do. You know, it tends to be the things you might write off, that everyone else just has an easy time walking out the door that they don't. And
Have they considered not leaving home?
oh, I've been testing it out and it feels real great until about day 2.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what is that smell?
Oh,
And it's
me.
you and all the food around you. That's what it is. And yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, trans people.
I
We're
wish-
working. We're trying. It's
Yeah.
hard.
I mean, yeah, why do you give a fuck? Like, just so stupid. Anyway, so trans people are awesome. Please,
Please.
just please.
Great.
You're editing this one.
Yeah.
Just cut that down to sound real sweet and beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Thank you.
Sure. Moving on. In Italy, a Catholic school in Italy
I'm so nervous. Okay.
has taught its students that homosexuality is, quote, a psychological deformity that can be cured. A math teacher, Armando Baldissin, introduced the program to 13 and 14-year-olds at La Tracchia di Calcinate, a school of nearly 1,000 students in Bergamo in the north of the country, which included being gay on a list of immature and unfinished sexualities, along with pedophilia. Teenagers at the Catholic school were told that homosexuality was, quote, an authentic disorientation of the personality.
Authentic disorientation.
Yeah.
That phrase really makes you think.
I mean,
right?
there might be. I hope it was in Italian.
This was translated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that would make more sense.
If helped by a good if helped by a good psychologist, it is possible that the homosexual drive can be silenced.
No, it can't. That's not true. We already know that if you look at any book.
Oh God.
They're like, for the shitty things that I've been hearing about this, I've also heard more things about like countries or places that have started teaching LGBT education. And like, there's a study that just came out that said LGBT education is crucial to children's upbringing. So, you know, there is also good news out there,
Yeah.
which, it's hard to sometimes hear all these shitty things, but then like there are good things out there too. So let's just hold on to that.
Well, speaking of good things,
Ooh, you have a good thing?
Adam Rippon announced that he is retiring from figure skating. So he's just going to be full-time gay now.
He's been part-time because he has to
He has to skate. every
skate.
once
He has
in a
to like
while.
probably go to the gym, but now he just gets to like be on, what is he, like Cosmo, and do funny videos and tweet things.
Yep. But he better keep that figure. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
Keep the figure in figure skating.
lose the skate, keep the figure, keep wearing BDSM inspired outfits.
And just keep those massive thighs.
Does he have massive thighs?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
I don't really care about thighs.
Well,
On a turkey or on a Adam Rippon?
last but not least, I'm sorry this isn't happy.
Oh.
But it's Thanksgiving week, and the day after Thanksgiving is Black Friday, which has nothing to do with African American people.
Nope.
And Black Friday is, of course, the beginning of the holiday shopping season, and you're going to run into a bunch of people standing outside with red buckets, ringing bells, asking for your money. Those people are fuckers. Mm-hmm. Fuck them. Do not give them your fucking money.
Well, I mean, don't necessarily fuck them right on the sidewalk. Although the like little buckets they have a perfect shaped hole.
For some sort of weird coin-shaped dicked midget person.
Hello. You've never seen my dick.
Great.
It's like a roll of pennies that fell apart. Okay.
Weird color. Okay. Yeah, the Salvation Army rings bells, asks for your money, and people give it to their money, and they don't consider for even a second that at the end of the day, the Salvation Army is a Catholic institution, and they have actively fought against LGBT rights, all in the name of because Jesus.
Yep.
Because, of course.
Yep.
Please consider giving your donations this Christmas season to the Trevor Project or another LGBTQ organization in your area.
Yeah. 100%. That's really important. Like, that's not so much sad as like, it's just fuckers that are everywhere.
Fuckers are everywhere.
And they want your money, and give it to people that support. There are plenty of people that do great things and are also affirming of LGBT people. Or, Trans Day of Remembrance, donate money to an organization that helps fight for trans rights.
Sorry.
What?
Find a trans person and give them a 20.
I mean, why not? Just be like, you look transish. Here's some money. No, don't do that.
Don't do
you
that.
Can't. But yeah, like there are plenty of places to give if you need to.
So step 1, don't give them money.
Right.
Step 2, shove that bell up their ass.
Here's what it's like to feel gay. Flick. Like, oh, I get it now. It's them shaking their ass to jingle.
It's going to be muffled.
Yeah. I got that part.
Great.
Thanks for the explanation.
I don't know how this works.
You're talking about this podcast, right? We still don't know what's happening. Can you all hear us right now? Hello? Is anyone? Did you call me or did I call you? Okay.
New phone, who dis? Yeah. What would step 3 be? I guess.
Step 3 is just like grab their pot of money, their red pot of money, and just like
their money.
Run away and throw it in a trans person's face. And just be like, money pot.
I love it so much.
You can't go wrong. No, we really do support trans people.
We really do support trans people. Don't injure them.
Don't injure
donations.
them. Don't. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Mike.
Yep. What?
How have you been lately?
Oh. Okay. Better. I'm 40 now.
You're 40 now.
Yeah. I got a sex injury because, apparently you can't have sex after 40.
Well, you can. You just have to ice it afterwards.
Been walking around like an old person because I am one. No, I got banged the other night and haven't been able to walk very well.
Good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, most of people would call that a success.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like
better.
I feel like we're both still in an odd spot right now.
I feel like I'm doing better than you lately.
I mostly just want to pre-apologize for everything that was said and will be said. Maybe is mostly, I've been closing myself in, this is not the right time for it to be Thanksgiving for my internal self because I don't want to talk to people. And usually holidays is when you have to go to places and talk to people and feign interest in things.
Maybe you could take your parents to yoga or to one of those immersion tanks, then leave them there and go cry in your bed.
What if I just cry through all the activities we do? We're at dinner, at Thanksgiving dinner. I'm just
just practice saying it's just so beautiful while you're crying.
There you go.
And then nobody will know.
Yeah. My parents asked me how I just saw my parents. They were like, "How are you?" And I was like, "Depression." And they were like, "Okay." So yeah.
I got a job offer.
Hand or blow?
Yes. One of each.
One of each.
Now I have to pick which one.
Oh. No, but a real one.
Yeah, no, a real one. I got a real job, and I'm about to go in for a final interview for another job. And so then, assuming that I get that job also because I'm amazing, then I'll have to choose between the two of them. And I'm a little stressed out about that. But I realized that, having, I'm going to be working soon has been really very helpful for my mental health. Because now when I just lay on the couch and do fuck all day, it's not because I'm worthless. It's because I've chosen to enjoy the remainder of my fun employment.
I love that. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yes. Live it up right now as you've been doing, kind of.
I've been threatening to just get fucked up every day.
Yeah.
And the secret to not being hungover is to never stop drinking.
Hashtag never say never. Hashtag Justin Bieber World Tour 2007.
Is yours just seasonal? Are you, like,
No.
are there any things like depression does not make sense? It lies.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can also say like, here are some contributing factors that are not just my brain chemicals, right? Like,
I don't really think so. I mean, yeah, I have definitely not been exercising, but even when I do exercise, yeah, for me, I think the hardest thing for me is when my depression comes, everyone's like, oh, like what's been going on? And it's like, literally everything's the same and it's just happening. So yeah, like the fact that I have very supportive people in my life. So I'm very lucky in that way, but still I get that kind of question of like, well, what's been going on? Or, just recently someone was like, oh, like, well, do you exercise much? I was like, no, it's like that same thing of like, go in my head. I want to say, go fuck yourself right in the ass. Yeah. I don't want to interact with you. Or it's like me in a lift. I just don't want to talk to you right now or deal with any of this. I want to sit quietly and just get done what I need to get done.
Rideshare companies, get on this shit. There should be, when you say, I want to ride from point A to point B, there should be a checkbox of, do you want to be talked to?
Oh my God, this is revolutionary.
Because if you put the check mark, like, I don't mind talking. I like talking to people, especially if I'm in one by myself, but I'm not you. I'm
better.
I am better at humaning than you are.
Oh my God, you could put that in like your preferences.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy conversation. I will, I want water. I'm
down to fuck.
Yeah, I will give you a handy if the ride is over 15 minutes.
If one of the companies, Uber or Lyft, were to do that, I would use that one.
Handy?
Well, the talk to me.
Oh, talk to me. Okay. Talk to me while you're giving me a handy. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we talk about turkey?
Okay, let's talk about turkeys. So, turkeys. We said we were going to talk about turkeys. There's lots of different kinds of turkey.
That's true.
So, let's name them.
Yeah.
There's the country.
Right now there's the food. Because of Thanksgiving. I'm surprised that wasn't the first thing you said, but that's fine.
I like being a little less obvious.
Yeah, you're right.
There's the
animal that runs around and goes
that makes the meat.
That makes the meat. Yeah.
There's the insult. You turkey.
I haven't. Wow, that's not a thing I hear all too often.
Yeah.
But you're right.
I mean, I think that's like a old timey one.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you nutter butter.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that's it.
Then there's, let's see, the thing in bowling.
Oh, yeah. That's when you get like 3 or something
3 strikes in a row.
Yeah.
In bowling is a good thand
bowling and information about it. We got it here on Gayish.
You get 3 strikes in a row and everybody knows you're gay.
Yeah.
Because you're out.
Oh.
That's baseball.
3 strikes. Oh, okay. We switched. I can't keep track of our
I
sports
can't
puns.
keep up with myself. So
there's, when the tur is locked, you need your turkey.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I always lose mine.
Yep. Is that all the turkeys?
I think that's all the turkeys.
Okay.
There's Turkish Delight, that's named after the country.
Yeah, but that's Turkish.
But it turns out that the bird is named after the country.
Oh, really?
So, yep. Okay. That's what I was going to talk about first.
Okay.
Great. Where does turkey come from, Kyle? Why is it called turkey?
It's the country.
Correct. Next segment.
I love this is like in a quiz where you can find the answer later in the thing, and then you go back to like answer, and you be like, oh, because it said it there. Anyway. Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about actually like 3 of those swirling turkeys at once.
Great.
Swirling Turkeys is a good band name. So oh goodness.
Off to a good start.
Yeah. So the turkey is actually native to North America. This is where they come from, which is why they were almost our national bird.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but bald eagles are fucking terrifying. When you see them up close, they're nasty. They look so gross.
But how do they taste?
They taste like freedom.
America.
Yep.
But the North American turkey was introduced to Spain in the 16th century. And then they like took off like wildfire. Everybody wanted turkeys and was racing them, and it went through all of Europe. And
So does that mean someone got in a sailboat and rowed their way to Spain
with a pregnant
a live turkey and like fed it corn nuts or whatever they eat, and like when they got there they were like
tamales.
Yep, tamale. They were like, "Hey turkey, try a tamale. It's great." And the turkey was like, "Hola."
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Gobble 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 in
Nom,
Spanish.
nom, nom.
And then that's a lot of work to like get food. Live food. I guess that's what animals are called. Live food to places. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But at the same time, there was this thing called the guinea fowl, which was imported from Madagascar via the Ottoman Empire. And the merchants who imported guinea fowl were known as turkey merchants, as in the country. And the birds that they sold were turkey fowl. The corn that they sold was turkey corn. The wheat that they sold was turkey wheat. It was turkey, all kinds of things. So then when this North American bird showed up, they thought it was a guinea fowl. So they started calling it a turkey fowl. And then it got shortened to just turkey. And now it's a turkey.
What was it called before that then? The North American bird that we had?
It's a great question, Kyle.
Thank you.
Don't know.
That's unacceptable. Are we fighting? Is that why it's so quiet?
I'm going to give you the silent treatment.
Very uncomfortable for a podcast.
Yep. No, I don't know.
I mean,
it doesn't say. It doesn't say.
That's...
This article doesn't say. If you know out there, listeners, what a turkey was called before it was called a turkey, let us know.
Weirdest audience question.
Yeah.
You know someone's going to... We get answers to all kinds of things that we didn't even ask, so...
But then that leads us to...
Okay.
Turkey and its weird relationship with bowling.
Oh, you know why?
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay.
Yeah. So it turns out...
I think, like, this is all... Like, if you want to avoid talking to your parents about, like, all the shitty things happening to LGBT people, or if you want to avoid that you're gay, you're like, yes, I'm gay, but did you know?
I'm going to give you all of the tidbits to just keep the conversation rolling with random tidbits.
Memorize this dialogue that we're having, because you'll have it verbatim when you're home. I promise.
Oh, here's a thought.
Uh-huh.
Which is the gayest Thanksgiving food?
I mean, for all the hand up the ass of a turkey, like that's...
The stuffing?
I mean, I think it's, yeah.
My answer is stuffing.
Yeah.
Because it's been up a butt.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Or like what are the cranberry...
The people I asked earlier said cranberry sauce, and they're like, duh.
Yeah, it's like the
that
color
was self-evident.
And I can't tell you why. All these cranberries should be self-evident. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Why is it related to bowling?
Okay, so it's actually because of the holiday of Thanksgiving. Your theory that the turkey lobby is like a finely tuned political machine.
Yep, yeah.
Because of Thanksgiving, during the fall, lots of places, especially in the 50s and 60s, but way earlier than that, started to give turkeys away as part of whatever was going on. So like, we're going to have a raffle and here's a turkey. We're going to have, I don't know, like a talent contest. And like you get a turkey if you win. And bowling tournaments started giving away turkeys as part of their prizes. Particularly around Thanksgiving in the United States, turkeys became common prizes. And at some point, one tournament decided to give away a turkey to people who managed to bowl 3 strikes in a row. Sign up for our bowling tournament. If you get 3 strikes in a row, you get a turkey. So it started being called a turkey.
Huh.
Yep. It spread, embedded itself in common bowling vernacular. And even though now you don't get a turkey for doing it for a long ass time at certain places anyway, you could. Here's a turkey. Congratulations. Good job. In fact, there are other names for strikes in a row that have to do with food.
I was actually just thinking, like, what there are other names for things, and I'm glad you're Wow, this is going to be like, I don't know if this is great or terrible radio podcasting, but like, I'm very excited. Okay, what are they?
4 consecutive strikes in a row is called a ham bone.
No. I
6 consecutive strikes is a wild turkey. Maybe because they got booze? Wild turkey's a kind of whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Or
they got to go out into the turkey arena and pick up a wild turkey. That's what you get after 6.
yeah. 9 strikes in a row is a golden turkey. Which I would get better at bowling if I got a turkey made out of gold.
I would get worse at it because that's stupid because the turkeys are dumb.
Imagine how much a 20-pound piece of gold looking like a turkey would be worth.
Aren't there like 10 rounds in bowling?
10 frames, yeah.
So is there something if you get all strikes all the time?
Well, you'd have to get 12 strikes in a row is a perfect game.
Yeah. You just get like all the men from 300 come to celebrate with you, right? Isn't
Yes.
that how it works?
Yes.
They just all dance at the bowling lane?
Yes. We've perfected teleportation technology, and its only approved use is to beam hot guys from 300 into your home
For bowling
for
successes.
bowling success.
I mean, that would be the one thing to make me like bowling. I think bowling is so stupid.
So a perfect game from all strikes from start to finish is sometimes called a dinosaur. Supposedly originally because it's, quote, non-existent like a dinosaur.
Oh no, did a Christian make that up? Ayo.
Though in fact it has been done several times, such as by Grazio Castellano, who was the first to bowl a perfect game on live television on October 4th, 1953.
Okay, I'm right that it's 300, right?
300 is a perfect game.
Okay, good. I want to make sure my 300 joke made sense.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking of the oiled up guys from...
Yeah, I mean, but that was like how I made the leap to.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
Great.
It's funny.
Good.
Should we explain it more?
Yeah. So here's the thing about numbers.
There was this battle in Greek mythology.
Oh no, we're going all the way back. All the way back.
Then I also wanted to talk about turkey bowling, the other kind of turkey bowling. Are you familiar with this?
No.
I figured in Texas this would be a big fucking thing.
Do you roll a turkey?
What grocery stores
No.
will set
No.
up milk canisters in the shape of the 10 pins of bowling, and they will put middle-aged, kind of bigger ladies, at least from the pictures that I've seen, give them 20-pound frozen turkeys that they get to keep if they can slide it across the grocery store shiny floor and knock down all of the milk canisters. So it's such a gimmick, and it's brilliant because turkey is fucking cheap. Do you know how fucking cheap turkey is?
I don't.
It is so cheap. It's like 10 cents a pound or some shit. Like a fucking 30-pound turkey that you could feed an army with is like $3.
Do you want to know why?
The turkey lobby.
No,
I don't.
because turkey is so fucking terrible as a
have to
food.
give it away.
Like, who else is going to pay more than 10 cents a pound for it?
I love it. I love it. Lots of places actually give away the turkey. Like,
really?
If you come to the store and you spend at least $50 on all the other shit to make your Thanksgiving meal, we'll throw in the turkey because it's that worthless.
Because why the fuck not? Okay, turkey is stupid, and so is everyone who eats it. I'm just gonna go ahead and celebrate Thanksgiving by putting that out there.
Wait, is it because turkey makes you dumb?
No, if you think that turkey is good and you buy into the idea that you have to eat it on a certain day, you are a stupid human being.
Wow.
I'm going.
Wow. You're just going for it.
I'm not holding back.
The best part is you were pouring a glass of rosé while you were on that little rant.
And I feel great about it.
It's
and now I'm going to
fantastic.
drink in an air of superiority.
As you should. How is that rosé?
It's pretty good.
Would you pair it
Not
with turkey?
great. I would never. I think turkey tastes terrible. The only time I would almost consider eating turkey is if it's turkey with bacon and maybe like some avocado, and tomato and lettuce and
Turkey
maybe some
and bacon and avocado and no turkey.
and then you just take off the turkey and you're good. I just think like we eat all this random shit that we would never. Who eats green bean casserole? Like, why would you eat that? Why would you eat cranberry sauce? We eat things that you never would eat because it's a fake day these lobbyists invented to try to force us to actually eat turkeys. It's so dumb. I hate it.
You're just so adamant. I love it. Like, of all the things to irrationally hate and go off on tangents about, you have selected turkeys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I stand by that. Ever since I don't know when, but like at a certain point, my parents would visit me for Thanksgiving, which they do every other year, like with my brother one year and then me the other year.
Why doesn't your brother come here and why don't you go there?
My brother and I are divorced.
Okay.
So we have to alternate Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We both like being home.
Your brother's still single, right?
Yes.
What does he do when the
He
rest
has,
of
like-
y'all are up here for Thanksgiving?
Well, so on the off years, I find my vegetarian friends. This
Okay.
is foreshadowing.
Uh-huh.
Remember this moment.
Put a butt plug in the vegetarian.
Only if they consent. And make sure it's not made out of any kind of...
Find yourself a vegetarian Salvation Army bell ringer and put a turkey up their ass.
Oh, man, 20 pounds.
Back to your brother, sorry.
Oh,
Or vegetarian.
so
Or
what,
where are we?
I don't know what's happening. Did I pre-apologize? Okay. No, I hang out with my vegetarian friend who also does not want to eat turkey, and we do our own thing. Like, usually it involves like cheese pizza. So,
But it's not like you eat turkey when you are with your parents either. When you're on a meat eating Thanksgiving, you still
Yeah.
don't eat the turkey.
right. Which is why
Am I
don't.
stealing a segment from you?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
No. What was my segment? Like my Thanksgiving plans?
Yeah.
What a horrible segment.
I don't
no
know.
one gives a shit. I don't know. So I don't cook because also cooking is stupid. Because like you have to put all the things together and probably mix them.
Except your boyfriend, Jack, who is your boyfriend. If he cooks, it's amazing. You have to say it is.
Oh, well, actually, he makes some really good. He does that. So he made some macaroni and cheese that has a cheese nacho Dorito crust. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Good.
I got so high and ate that. And like, my mental fact, maybe that caused my psychological deformity that some people think it represents gay people. Anyway, what's happening?
Just
Where are we?
You
I do like his food.
in case you've been out of the game too long, just like whoever is your SO, you have to like
Yeah.
their cooking.
Oh, yeah.
It's required by
Yeah.
law, I
Yep.
guess.
Yeah. He's great at, he cooks sometimes, and that's one of the reasons I'm into him. All the things he does for me.
Okay.
Thanksgiving is terrible. I think that's where I left off.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go find that vegetarian butt plug.
I want to.
No.
Can we go turkey bowling sometime?
Okay.
Like, as against the food as you are, would you be willing to throw
Like,
a
throw it
frozen one across the
I'm
linoleum
mostly worried about
floor?
the milk. Like, is it plastic
They're empty.
jugs?
They're empty.
Oh, that makes more sense. All right, let's go turkey bowling.
Great. Let's find a place to do it.
Okay.
We'll take a video and put it on YouTube.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Get ready. It's going to be great. Okay. Are you ready to identify that vegetarian butt plug and pull it out?
There it goes.
Okay. So I actually decided to look up the connection between masculinity and vegetarianism.
Okay.
So
Wait, vegetarians are masculine or they are not masculine?
that's the question.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, so thinking about turkeys, like, and just, makes me think about meat. But like, so I started looking up, LGBT people and, do they eat meat? What percentage are vegetarian? And there's a whole lot of stuff about lesbians being vegan. They didn't have any data on that, but like, those were all the articles that I got. Like, why are so many lesbians vegan? Which, like, everyone just has. This is why I like to start with the numbers. I couldn't find them, but like, because everyone's like, well, I think that something. It's like, but like,
I can't get that song out of my head now.
what?
She don't eat meat, but she sure likes the bone.
What? I have never heard that. Is that a country song?
No.
You sang it country-esque. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I will play it for you.
Okay. Who sings it? Katy Perry?
I don't remember. It's
Okay.
from the 80s.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm doing this because I know that I will be distracted wondering about this instead of listening to you, which is hard enough.
Mary Moon, she's a vegetarian. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, Mary Moon will outlive all the septuagenarians. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, oh, she loves me so she hates to be alone. She don't eat meat, but sure like the bone.
You don't know this song?
No, I've never heard that.
All right, great. Well,
And
that is Deadeye Dick, New Age Girl.
All right. Well, I could have gone my whole life without knowing about that. But that's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
why do lesbians like vegan food?
I don't know, because that's not what I looked up.
Okay, great.
I couldn't.
You're going to have to reel me in, Kyle.
I don't know if I can do any of this. Okay. What I did, the only actual study that I could find about LGBT people and eating meat was about men and masculinity and vegetarian or veganism, because the idea is it's being vegetarian or vegan makes people assume you're less masculine. Like there are some gender stereotypes around being one of those.
There's that whole thing like if you eat soybeans that it makes estrogen and therefore is going to give you boobs if you're a man. And
Did Alex Jones
I don't
with
know
this
if that's
theory?
true or not, but I thought it's probably targeted to vegan people. Like they eat a lot of tofu, unless I'm incorrect. Uncorrect.
Unless you're
about
incorrect. You pride yourself on never being incorrect.
this. Yeah. Except when I am.
Except when always. Okay. So, there were, so this thing that I looked at reviewed existing studies, and one of the studies they found, by Thomas in 2016, looked at the gender perceptions of vegetarians and vegans. And
Okay.
they gave a bunch of people these different stories and descriptions of people, some of which were omnivores, some of which were vegetarians, some of which were vegans, and asked them to rate them on how masculine or feminine they seemed.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. And so vegetarians versus omnivores, they found no difference in their perceived masculinity.
Omnivore is just like you eat anything.
I mean, you eat meat. That's
That's a carnivore.
Oh, you're right. Yes, omni. Yes, eat
All the
anything.
things.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
I was trying to think of a joke. I think God is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnivorous. Mm-hmm. Omnivorous. You're gonna have to cut my bad jokes. That's what I do when I edit. Okay. Not that one. That was brilliant. Okay. Also, vegetarians to vegans, no difference in masculinity. So where they did start to find differences is comparing vegans to omnivores.
Okay.
So vegans were said to be less masculine. However, it was a little bit interesting. It wasn't the fact that they were vegan. It was, they found that if someone indicated that a man indicated they chose to be vegan, that was perceived as being less masculine. So it wasn't being one. If you had to be for other reasons, that was not perceived as being less masculine. So the idea of picking,
What other reasons are there to be vegan?
I mean,
Have a
like-
severe cow allergy.
Mike, it's called a callergy. No, I mean, there are food sensitivities. There are the second reason. There are
Just
all the rest.
Many reasons.
Many reasons, of which I'm sure I could enumerate later.
Yeah, let's take this off pod.
We'll do this off pod. We'll tell you more. But you all know it's so easy to figure out. We don't even need to tell you. Okay, but no, it's the idea of choosing veganism is what is seen as less masculine.
Okay.
So there is this, idea that being vegan is less masculine, and a lot of times, women are the foundation of veganism and vegetarianism. I think it's 70 to 75% of the activists and donors tend to be women. So they are, very dominant in this area. And it's part of that is that people assume that is because women are perceived to have more nurturing aspects about them. They care more about things. Men are expected to care less about, have less empathy towards animals, care less about the livelihood of animals, see them more as like
Utility.
things to eat. Yeah. Which I think that's like, I have so much empathy. Like I always hate when I see, I think that's one of those stereotypes that's probably true or true-ish, but like it's one of those things that I see when like I see some dumb straight guy on a sitcom and they're always like, oh, he doesn't get other people's feelings. And I'm like, it's so not me. And so I hate that.
You don't even like your chicken nuggets to be in the shape of dinosaurs because you might be eating
any food that looks like what it is. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't. Which I need to ask myself then, like if it's just seeing the food and realizing that it is an animal that makes me not want to eat it. I mean, that's meat is also like steak also comes from an animal. Just even if it doesn't. Anyway, I have some serious.
So delicious.
But that's the problem. If God didn't want us to eat cows, he would have made them taste like turkey. Okay, so there's this weird thing though where men legitimize veganism, and it's this like terrible two-sided thing. So this is what the study that did all this background on other studies, but interviewed 20 different men who are vegan or vegetarian, and what they found is that men being vegan actually legitimizes veganism because everyone just assumes like, oh, you're a woman. Part of it is misogyny. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And another part of it is we assume women are more empathetic. So when a man does it, though, then it's like, oh, we take note.
I didn't interject my theory.
Oh, what's your theory?
That back in pre-industrial societies when we were hunter-gatherers, the women did the gathering. They collected the plants and the berries, and the men went out and they killed shit so we could fucking eat it.
Yeah.
And
the men who couldn't kill shit probably got eaten by those animals.
Yeah. Or had to pick berries with the lady folk.
Oh, yeah. You just
Poor Philip.
Yeah, you just had to tuck and pick.
Yep.
That might be... I think that's fair from like an evolutionary standpoint of
I'm very smart.
You did use the phrase pre-industrial. That phrase alone, I'm like, whatever you're about to say is so brilliant, doesn't even matter. So
I saw it on Oprah.
She is very smart and loves bread. Okay, but at the same time, in addition to being misogynistic, what I also see is that when people outside of a group also either say they're part of that group or support that group, then it gives it more credence. Like if you're gay, saying that gay rights are important is like, yeah, duh, you're gay, you care about that. If you're trans and saying trans rights are important, it's like, duh. When you're outside of that group, if you are a mom that lives in Alabama, you're straight as fuck, you love just giant shopping carts and muumuus, like
big hair and America.
Yep. Then for that person to say gay rights are important can sometimes speak louder than a gay person saying that. So that's also part of this that unfortunately comes into play of people outside the group, men, that people would assume are outside this group of veganism. When they are vegan, it actually gives it more like authority.
That's why I really appreciate like celebrities who are straight and are allies. Like, I think it's really important.
Which when, what's the bad Spider-Man, Andrew
Garfield?
Yeah. It'll always be Toby. What's his fuck?
Maguire?
For me. Yeah.
Is that because he took his shirt off and flexed?
When he got
bit by the
not
spider?
that. Okay. But like when he got all this heat for playing AIDS in America, playing a role on
Angels. in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, same thing. And he was talking about it. It's like, okay, this is someone who's saying like, I'm not gay. I consider myself straight, but sexuality is fluid. So, hey, who knows what I'm going to be in the future? Like any straight guy that can like say that, I think is so important.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in summary, what?
To sum up.
I wrote, well, this one I did a little bit half-assed where I like copied and pasted shit. So I wrote summary in bold, I think because I knew I was going to have to be like, okay, we're going to get to it. Something I learned about through this study is that, so men are, let's see, to summarize, just do what you want. Okay. I learned about hybrid masculinity. So there's traditional masculinity, but hybrid masculinity pulls from traits of other more marginalized groups and incorporates them into their masculinity. And I have mixed feelings about it because one, it's great that to show that men can have this hybrid, can pull from other groups that you wouldn't stereotypically expect them to. But at the same time, it said, yet at the same time, the same men assert that veganism. Oh, I didn't say quote at the beginning. I had my quote voice, right? Like sometimes my voice goes into like, this is a quote. I'm not saying this.
You're good.
You knew it. Okay. Yet at the same time, quote. Yet at the same time, I won't say. The same men assert that veganism is the ultimate expression of masculinity because it requires courage, self-control, and resolve to feel and express compassion and empathy for animals. And I actually hate that. As part of hybrid masculinity, the fact that you have to defend what people view as feminist or feminist qualities and say, no. It's manly because I'm taking a bold stance, and that's what meant, and I care about things, and that's going against the grain, and that takes courage. It's like,
it's ultimately misogynistic.
Do you even?
Too, right?
Yes. Do you even have to say that? Couldn't you just say, no? Some men care about this shit. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Your bullshit is bullshit.
And go right to H and FO.
Oh God.
So the study said that it's interesting that it can both, veganism among men can both go against the gender stereotype because they care about animals and actually reinforce the gender stereotypes because even though men are the minority in this group, people tend to listen to men more. So it's this weird mixture. It's ultimately not men intentionally trying to be like, they're not trying to be misogynistic in being vegan. Like that's not the goal of it, but it just it shows our societal beliefs that, a man's talking, let's listen to that guy. So,
which then if we use that, if instead of saying, yeah, that sucks, but let's use it.
Yeah.
If that moves the needle on the culture, then that's probably worth it.
I think like, especially when
I have a ghost in the kitchen. It's fine.
Goodbye. Is that your turkey?
Yeah, it's a jive turkey.
Is jive turkey? No. Okay. You said something smart. And I started thinking about jive turkeys. Oh yeah. I think like
it sucks that men talking is perceived as more actionable or credible or important.
Yeah.
That sucks. And if it's true, let's fucking hitch our wagon to that gravy train and let it move the dial on the culture.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think this is a weird connection that I just made in my head, but the Parkland survivors got a lot of attention. And they were like, they recognized that because a lot of them were white, it was a mostly white school, that they were getting a lot of that attention when this has happened at schools with more minorities. When I saw their rallies, I saw not only them speak, but they brought up a student, like a black student who had survived a similar like horrific attack and had her speak. So it's like, can you also take that privilege that you just have and yes, advocate for things you care about because it sucks, but people listen to you, but then also turn around and be like, now everyone fucking shut up and listen to this bitch. It's listen to this kind lady. Listen to like their story because this is important too. So, how you use that, that platform that you get is important.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's why gay people, but especially gay men, can leverage their privilege to help lesbians, transgender people.
I did have it was the sweetest thing. I had someone say like, "Oh, I actually didn't get, trans people, or had never like that. That is a harder group to actually know someone. Not only because they're a smaller group, but also because, for a lot of trans people, passing as the gender that they actually are is really important. So they're not trying to be out there about being trans. I'm generalizing, but one of my friends told to me like listening to this podcast helped them out with trans issues. So I hope that we use this not only for our stupid fuckery, but also to be like, no, trans people are legit, non-binary people are legit, bisexual people are no, they're legit. And
can you imagine a world in which Gayish was in charge?
Oh no. I mean, I can. You know what? It'd be pretty sweet. There'd just be like blowjobs and clit licking for days.
There'd be Nutella fountains in the park. There'd be.
Oh my God, no Thanksgiving. Or Thanksgiving might just be like eat all the steak you want to.
There'd be no turkeys anywhere.
No turkeys anywhere. They'd be extinct because we reward you for killing all of them off. Did you? This was semi-educational so far. What did you have anything else you want to say?
Yes.
Okay, do it.
Like the next segment, you mean?
Oh yeah. Did I sounded like I was trying to. I'm not. What else did you want to say?
So I was thinking about why is turkey an insult? Like you turkey.
Yeah. I mean, more so chicken, right?
But when somebody says you're a turkey, you don't assume that they're a coward. But when you say somebody is chicken, you mean that they're a coward.
Yeah.
So it's...
What does turkey as an insult mean?
I'm glad you asked, Kyle.
Let me sit back and drink my rosé and take a listen.
It is... So it's... As far as I can tell, and I might be wrong, I'm not a linguist, I'm not an etymologist, I just Google shit and say it on the air.
I'm sorry,
okay?
You might be wrong?
I might be wrong. But it's a shortening of jive turkey.
I'm so proud of that, sorry. Because you might be wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep drinking. Okay,
No, that's fine. We'll make a t-shirt out of that too.
great. After we make a t-shirt out of the first one.
Yeah.
Because we still have to do that.
Yeah.
Side
Your
note.
money is coming, by the way, person who...
Yeah, put a shirt on a hot guy.
Yeah. Okay. Jive turkey is African-American vernacular slang used to refer to somebody who is unreliable, made empty promises, or who was full of bluster. So several funk groups in the late 60s and 70s used the term, particularly the Ohio Players, in songs such as Jive Turkey on the album Skin Tight from 1974. The insult became widely known in the 80s, particularly via television comedies like The Jeffersons. And the term has been used later by television characters like Homer Simpson in order to demonstrate that they are out of touch with modern youth trends, culture, or language. So, jive turkey. That's... I can't help it. It's maybe racist. Every time I say jive turkey, I have to stop myself from saying it like a stereotypical black person.
Yeah, definitely racist. Definitely don't do that. I think white people in general should just kind of avoid doing impressions of other races. Just a general blanket rule. I probably work as a flight... What's the people that type on the... A TSA officer.
Okay.
You can't bring that past here, honey.
Yeah. Taking you to my special screening area to look at your junk. Okay.
You're turning it sexual. You're turning it into a porn.
Sorry. So,
I was trying to be racist. You're trying to be sexual.
In order to track this down, I ended up on onlineslangdictionary.com.
Okay.
And got lots of really good information about turkey and jive turkey and where it came from and all this stuff, right? And then I noticed down in the corner, jive turkey is 45% vulgar. There was a voting button that I had missed until I started looking at that was like, do you think this term is vulgar or offensive? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. And then they compile all of that together to come up with a how vulgar is this term. And Jive Turkey 45%. And then my favorite thing I've ever found on the internet ever.
Oh, wow.
These are the 100 most vulgar words according to Online Slang Dictionary.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you ready for this?
Hold on. I'm so excited. I'm going to take a big drink and I'm just going to.
Do you have a guess of what number one is?
I mean, I think like probably cunt sauce, right? It's the grossest thing I've ever said.
Oh. Well, okay. Number one is cum dumpster at 82%, which makes me wonder, who are the 18% of people who don't think
Right
that's offensive?
here, I just, it's not my first phrase I search on Pornhub, but it's not the last one. Or sometimes, no, hold on. Sometimes it is the last one. Okay. Keep going.
Oh, God. Okay, so here's my plan for this.
Okay.
I would like to just go through them rapid fire, and then if you want to talk
Just
about...
like a cum dumpster.
Yeah, if you want to talk about one of them, raise your hand.
Okay.
I'll stop and we'll discuss, okay? Number one, cum dumpster.
Great.
I'm not going to say the numbers. I will say the numbers every, 10 or so, so we know where we're at.
Get a check-in of,
Cum dumpster. Felch. Cunt. Skullfuck. Alabama Hot Pocket. Okay, we're going to stop on that one.
What? my comment is what?
Alabama Hot Pocket. Verb. The sexual act of defecating into a vagina and proceeding to have intercourse with the feces-filled vagina. Your face is so great.
There's...
We're only at number 5.
Nope.
Kyle.
Okay. Hearing that
Yes.
really just made me stop and think, what are we doing here? I mean, the podcast, but you and I as human beings, why, what do we, is all of this worth it? I can't, I don't think I can mentally process that word in it's getting me into a really existential place that I can't deal with. Let's
Move on.
Move on.
Number 6, cock juggling thunder cunt.
Okay, you're just gonna have to go through. I can't stop at all the weird ones.
Rusty trombone. Blumpkin.
What?
Yeah.
I've eaten at Blumpkin before.
Blumpkin. Noun. Fellatio received while the receiver is defecating.
Why all the poop? God, do what you do, but do we need so many words for poop things?
Oh, Cleveland steamer.
Okay.
Also a poop thing. Number 10, Roman helmet. Roman helmet. Noun. The event whereby a male puts his scrotum and testicles on a person's forehead while they are asleep, passed out, or otherwise non-responsive, and then places his penis down the bridge of their nose, like a Roman soldier's helmet.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. Okay, glass bottom boat. Glass bottom boat is when a person puts saran wrap on their face and then somebody shits on it.
What? Okay, I don't...
Yeah. Number 12, suck a fat baby's dick. Cum guzzling cocksucker, meat flap, fuck hole, hairy axe wound, cuntosaurus rex, ass mucus, beef curtain, cum dump, hella chubby, moose knuckle, cum chugger, motherfucker. Number 25 is cockbag.
Well, I need to write these down to incorporate into my everyday life. Maybe the non-poop based ones are gonna what was that last one? Dickbag?
Cockbag.
Cockbag? Mm-hmm. That's hilarious. That's a good one. That's solid.
26, motherfucking. Bitch ass motherfucker. Roast beef curtains. Fuck. Fucking pussy. Get some squish. That's just getting laid, right? That's just getting some pussy.
Okay.
Okay. 50-yard cunt punt. A very hard kick to the female genitalia.
Oh.
Yeah. Not good. Number 33, eat a dick. Clitty litter. Eat hair pie. Soggy muffin. Blue waffle. Fist fuck. Fuck your mama. Chota bags. Pissy stick. Fuck me in the ass with no Vaseline. Meat drapes. Motherfucker. Meat tulips. Felcher. Bang box. Fuck meat. Cum freak, schlong juice, G-milf. Grandma might like to fuck.
Oh, no.
Get in one's pants. Cum junkie, butt fuck, bust a load, fruit, cock snot, cunt struck, shit fucker, fuck toy, dick hole, cock pocket, lick my froth. Ass fuck. Number 65 is sausage queen.
I think we found our new intro music. It's just you reading those all in a row. If you can't get past that, then you might just not be ready for this podcast.
Yes?
You know,
We're 2/3 of the way there, Kyle.
we still have to go. Okay, keep going.
You good?
Yeah,
Okay. Cunty. Anal conda.
like Anaconda, but with anal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so clever. I love it. Okay.
Cum guzzler. Gangbang. Pussy fart. Cunt face. I can't do it. Ham flap. Squeeze a steamer. Hoich.
I don't know.
Yeah, hoich is a combination of hoe and bitch, but pronounced hoich.
Okay, all right.
Whatever.
You know.
Let's see. Anal impaler, clit licker, baby arm, smoke a sausage, buckle buffer, get one's red wings, get brain, cunt hole, cunt sickle, slitch. Mm-hmm. Slitch is the combination of slut and bitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
That
sense.
checks out, right?
Yep.
We're almost done. Number 85, fabugly.
Fat bitch ugly?
A contraction of fucking butt ugly.
Oh, okay.
A variation on fugly. Fabugly. Man chowder, keyhole, cocksucker, hemped up, smoke pole, like fuck, feed bag material. I had to read that one. Feed bag material is an extremely attractive female. It comes from the phrase, quote, I want to wrap your legs around my head and wear you like a feed bag. 93 is fuck puppet. There's eat fur pie, labe, snowball, nut butter, fuck bitch, sweet dick daddy with the candy balls, and dick sucker. There's your 100 most vulgar slang words according to onlineslangdictionary.com.
I mean, we can just wrap this podcast up, right? Like we've done it now, haven't we? Aren't we there? We've achieved. I have a new submission to all of the like best in sexuality award nominations, and
Yeah.
it's just you saying.
I mean, we wonder why we haven't won any awards yet when this quality content is going out.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, I mean.
Yeah, did we do it?
I have nothing to say about any of that.
Okay.
I mean,
We laughed.
we laughed, we cried, we learned a lot about poop.
Yeah.
Was there anything else? Did you cover all the different items that you wanted to
Let's see.
about
Turkey bowling. Turkey the country we sort of covered. By the way, Turkey, LGBT people have a horrible time in Turkey, so let's bring it down before we close the podcast, because otherwise it wouldn't be gayish.
Yep.
Like, that is a majority Muslim country, and people there are treated horribly on a pretty regular basis. Womp womp. Let's see. Turkey the food. We talked about turkey the food and how much you hate it.
Yep.
Turkey the bird.
Turkey the bird.
Turkey the bird, quick aside, is listed on the Wikipedia list of birds that have confirmed observed cases of homosexual behavior. The domesticated turkey.
There are a lot of them, right? Like,
There's like fucking 800 birds on
Yeah.
this list.
all right. So that's one thing I like about turkeys.
Yeah.
They get down.
They get it. They gobble, gobble, gobble.
They put that gizzard where it don't belong.
That's right. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Did you have any other little tidbits, little pearls of jizz for the necklace?
So many of those words involved cum. I didn't know we all thought cum was so vulgar. There was a list of like how to deal with like going home and dealing with your family when you're gay. At this point, it just seems irrelevant. Just yell that list at them. They'll be like, fine, you don't have to ever come to Thanksgiving again.
Yeah. Just read that list to your mom and ask her which one's her favorite. See if you're ever invited back
Do
ever
a
again.
poll of how vulgar everyone thinks it is and see if your measurements line up with the internet. It's a fun family game that you can all do together. And there's no winners, only losers.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think we can. I'm done with thinking about You did everything I could ever dream. So I think I'm good.
Should we take a break?
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. No turkey on this break. Jive turkey.
This is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break.
Are we back?
Go.
We're back.
Go.
I'm going to do my gayest and straightest, and that turkey's going to be delicious.
No, it's not. But first,
But first, our website is gayishpodcast.com.
we are on most social media at Gayish Podcast, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook,
Twitter.
And if you want to join our Facebook group where we talk about gayish topics, it's facebook.com/groups/gayish podcast.
Our hotline, you can leave us a voicemail or give us a text message. Give us a text message?
Just give us the text message.
What is wrong
We'll
with
receive
me?
it.
It's 5855-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474. Standard rate supply.
And our email is gayishpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for the dick pics.
Yeah.
The ones that I have to explain to my boyfriend Jack, who's my boyfriend, why I'm looking at dick pics. I say that it's from you all.
Yeah.
So keep them coming.
Spell coming.
No, you
Great.
know. Oh, you know.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay, go first.
The
You're gayest and straightest, right?
yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Moving on from that. Yeah.
Okay, great.
The gayest thing about me this week is, so we had, for your birthday, your 40th birthday, we had a friend's parents in town, and I was so nervous to like talk to the dad. And in general, like dads make me nervous because I'm like, you're gonna sense that I'm gay. You're gonna.
This one's a
hate
Republican
me.
politician.
What? I didn't know that.
He's running for Congress
Oh no.
in 2020.
Oh no. I'm okay.
Go ahead.
That's so I
See,
fair
these are
assessment.
things that I don't say to you because I know that they will make you awkward or
Awkward or turtler. Yep. I'm great with moms, not so great with the dads, or I'm nervous around the dads. The
even DILFs.
okay, gay dads. That's another story.
Okay, great.
I'm even more awkward around them. I'm like, you're too attractive for me to. Anyway, the straightest thing about me is my parents came into town, and so I washed off. That's not what you do. I removed all the nail polish from my fingers
You don't have nail polish on.
for the first time in like a couple months.
Yeah.
Right?
Great.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know why.
I don't know either, but I had to say thanks. I think.
Let's see. So the gayest thing about me this week, same parents that you're talking about. The mom and I, we had a long conversation about different kinds of furniture and the differences between a buffet versus a credenza versus a hutch versus a console table. It was fantastic. That's the gayest thing about me, is just all of the furniture talk.
I mean, the biggest difference is only one of them I've eaten at, and that's a buffet.
Yeah. Old Country.
What?
Or China. Old Country Buffet and China Buffet. Those are the two buffets that I know about.
I don't know. It's not necessarily actually buffets that I eat at. I just go behind the kitchen and just go,
Nom, nom, nom,
I'm,
nom, nom.
I'm the health inspector. Give me that. I approve.
The straightest thing about me this week, so the day before my birthday, the dishwasher died. It made a sound like a choir of demons and then started smelling like smoke. And it was dead. It was toast. So I installed a dishwasher by myself because there were no delivery people available to come and install it for me on such short notice.
And didn't you like load it onto your car in your car or something? Didn't you get it home?
Yeah, the roommate has a truck.
Oh,
And
okay.
So we took the old one out and I unhooked it, and then we took it downstairs to his truck, drove it to Lowe's, gave them the old one and put the new one in the truck, brought it back, unloaded it. I wired it up and put the drainage and the water heater, hot water line, and hooked it all up, and now there's a dishwasher.
What are you even like? You stopped making sense 10 hours ago.
I know.
And
I know. I just like I want to bang me now. Just
although I am disappointed, like you could have had your Gayish thing because when you got your washer and dryer installed, I heard about the super hot installer.
Oh my God,
so,
he was hot.
You had you did unfortunately miss the potential of a super hot person and guy installing a big item, which I think is always a sexual experience.
Yeah. My desire to not wash dishes by hand was greater than my desire to see a hot delivery guy.
Yeah. The potential, because you never know. You never know who's going to show up at that door.
That's true.
But you know there'll be a man.
Or a lesbian and not into it.
Yeah.
So
that's a stereotype.
stereotype.
Stereotype. It's a type of stereo. Stereotype. Dee-dee-dee-dee.
So that's it.
That's it.
A special thank you, as always, to Charlie Finn for the use of our theme music.
And a special thank you to all the vegans out there who are fighting the good fight for everyone, for vegans.
Thank you to the Turks for giving us turkey.
Yeah.
And jive turkey and
all of its offshoots.
Yeah. And thanks to your parents for being here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, thanks to my parents. They're great.
They don't listen, so
they don't.
won't
No.
hear this.
They don't. They should not listen to the 100 most offensive things that the internet could think of.
This has been Gayish. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz. Until next week, be butch, be fabulous, be you.
See you next week.
Do what I want. I date girls and maybe guys. I improvise and I advise. Back it up and hear me as I will sing. Hey, and by the way, do you hear what your words bring? Oh,